All right, everybody, you got the spirit of Solstmas in you?
Sure.
Ding dong, ding dong. Everybody feeling jolly?
Ding dong, ding.
I got a smoothie. Let's help him.
Toll of the Dead?
That works. Toll of the Dead. Everybody go ho ho ho. Hey, everybody.
Ho, ho.
Welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. That's right. That's the sound of Jeff getting jolly.
Jolly Boy Jeff.
We're on our second part of our Christmas, but we call it Solstmas season holiday special. And things are about to get mysterious. We are a real play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast focused on narrative-driven storytelling. My name is Jameson Oxford. I will be your dungeon master today on this lovely Solstice day. And what's that? There's somebody else in my sack. Let me get him out.
You said sack.
Yes, Mitch, you're in my sack. Get out of there.
You can't make me.
All right, well then do your intro from there.
Hello, everyone. I am Mitch. I am on Torchlit Tavern, and I am here to do things. Welcome back.
Perfect. Who are you playing?
I am playing the Concierge, the caretaker, the custodian of the spirit of Christmas itself.
Yes.
Or at least the spirit of Christmas's body.
Jar.
Fantastic. And who the hell is that over coming down the chimney?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hi. It's me. It's Ryan. Chimneys are dirty.
Hand you a feet, sir.
Please. Thank you. I am Darthanial Fluteblower, and I'm just happy to be here. Merry Solstmas, everyone.
What's that under the tree?
Ah, you found me. It's just tucked away under here. That's right, it's Jeff. Returning to bring the spirit a little bit of cheer, a little bit of spirit fingers
Whoa.
your way. You won't be able to see those because this is an audio medium, but just, I'm going to do them really close to the mic and hopefully you can hear them.
Future Ryan, throw in some sparkle sounds. That ought to do.
Done.
Yeah, you'll get the spirit of the fingers if nothing else.
Exactly. And what else is this season about than spirit? Like, seriously, can somebody answer my question?
Speaking of that,
Hiding
spirit,
your booze.
we are being haunted by the ghost of Christmas something or other, played
Vengeance.
by our very own Katie Mischief.
Hello, I'm playing Lady Ramius, the vengeful spirit. Well, not spirit, because she is corporeal. The revenant of the Court of Autumn. And we're gonna fuck some shit up.
What's that AKA, Katie?
Oh, yes. Spooky gourd.
Yes.
The better name by
Lady
all
Ramius,
definitions.
AKA spooky gourd.
Yes, never
You
forget
don't
the
know
better,
why she's called spooky gourd.
because we haven't talked about it yet. It's important that we get to that.
You'll get to find out.
So yes, once again, thank you for coming and joining us on this lovely Solstice season. I hope that you have hot chocolate or eggnog or whatever you like to do. I hope that you have
Spice and
found
nog.
peace and goodwill and whatever the heck you want from this season. I just hope that you're having a chill time, whatever you celebrate.
Guys, I read a very important thing. I feel like we've said it entirely too many times. I feel like we have to offer up the Torchlit Tavern's version of Spicy Nog.
I can make spicy nog that'll make you trip balls.
That
Real
would be
spicy.
canonically accurate.
The cinnamon will mask it well. So will the vanilla. It'd be
Will I
gorgeous.
see Santa
Wonderful.
Claus?
You'll see all
Yes.
kinds of shit, my man.
Fantastic.
You
All
will
right,
be filled with good cheer.
that's
And you
right,
have
everybody.
to serve it in a spooky gourd.
As I said, I
Yes.
hope you're having a great
Must be.
Solstice this year. If you don't have cheer this year, apparently you can buy it in a bottle. Jeff, hit us with the last time on Torchlit Tavern.
Last time on Torchlit Tavern, the Solstmas Saga. Sol looks over at Krampus and nods and goes, "You were one of us once. Now you're one of them.
One of who?
Winters.
This is not winter, this is Solstice.
Is it different?"
Very.
I think he's gonna kill everyone.
That I must consign all of you to eternity.
Well, this makes giving one Solstice wish much easier.
Takes her sickle off of her back and, looks around at almost for approval.
Krampus nods.
I must finish what I started.
And she casts Toll of the Dead.
And then there is a small boom, and his cookie parts are spread to all corners of the room.
As I said, I am the concierge, but you may address me by any name that you like. Any name, the beginning with the letter of J, it is the thought that counts.
Has to be a J?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Darthanial?
Ho, ho, ho! I can use what's left of my power to transfer it to his vessel, which will be stronger and capable of housing the Solstmas spirit and bring everything back together.
The homeland is shambles, but we take work where we can.
Things get dark no matter where you are. It's good to see that you're holding out hope despite dark times. You're in the right place for such things. We're big on hope around here.
Yeah, hope.
You don't have hope.
Hope is hard to come by.
We try to explain things the best we can, but you guys have a train to catch.
7 minutes, sirs.
Is Tom Hanks here?
As the door opens, you are greeted with a strange, waxy grimace of a man who absolutely looks exactly like Tom Hanks. Welcome to the Polar Express. Tell you what,
How many of those can you make?
Oh, he starts reaching into the sack and just pulling out fake sacks.
We each can be in charge
I can literally
of one.
get anything you guys want.
I'm into this.
I have another wand. I have a wand of enemy detection, which I take out. And I just...
The train rolls on. The sound of the whistle blows, and you guys head closer to the final stop to save and secure the spirit of Solstmas. As you travel across the frozen winter, though, Danse's wand lets him know that he's surrounded by people who might be his enemies right now.
All of them are hostile?
You guys know what happened. We were there. You guys have settled into the train. Lady Ramius and the Pumpkin King have started playing a game of Dragon Chess, correct?
Yes.
Alright, have started playing a game of Dragon Chess, and Walter, Ohio, and Jack caught up on the event since they parted ways, and Jack eventually goes to the sleeping car. Do you guys follow him there, or do you just let him go?
No, I'm gonna let Walter and Jack have their alone time.
Alright. Him and Walter go off. Eventually they come back. You guys are enjoying your nog, and you notice immediately when he comes back that he's not carrying his sack.
Walter's not carrying his sack?
No, Walter has his.
Walter
Who
has
went
Jack's
back?
sack, his tracks.
Jack is not carrying his sack anymore.
We don't know which of the sacks are the real one, too. So he
No, yeah.
could very well have had the real one.
You guys know we did not say you mixed them up because it would be too confusing. Unless, and I believe the last thing you guys said was that he is carrying the real one. Even though you guys are trying to make it confusing.
Oh, I thought we mixed it.
We could do this right now. Everybody roll. Jay, pick a random number.
Sure.
Closest
No,
person has the
I
bag.
think Jay just picks a random number. We don't
That's
need
what
to know.
I said.
Everybody picks a number between 1 and 6.
1 and 6.
Yeah,
Done.
but you guys can roll the same number, so this doesn't work.
Fine. Nat
Fair.
20.
You pick a number.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. 6.
5?
Yeah, I'll take 5.
Alright, so you guys immediately notice that Jack has apparently left his sack behind, but that is fine, because Lady Ramius knows that she has the real sack.
I mean, doesn't that defeat the purpose of... Okay. Yeah. I thought we were doing the whole nobody knew, but we're just doing mix them up.
No.
We know.
You guys know. They said that you guys can trust each other with the information. The point is to confuse the other passengers, unless one of you is a thief.
We don't know that.
I guess
Why
we
does
don't
it
know
matter?
that.
I have the real one.
Yes, we do not know that. But you realize he doesn't have it, and there's sort of a small moment of like, what the fuck with Jack as he enters the room. But he doesn't seem to notice anybody's look when they look at him. Are you guys doing anything in this moment?
Is everything in proper order, sir?
Yes, Jack, where's your sack?
Oh, it's incredibly heavy, so I left it in the car. It has an incredibly efficient lock on the door. What?
But-
I checked.
But yours is the one we must protect the most. I say loud enough for everyone
Well,
to hear.
I've just been all the way through the trains. There is no one else here except for the people in the room with us and the people further down the train, which means that anybody who wants to get to my room at all needs to go through us. So, it's safe. The Pumpkin King leans forward to Lady Ramius and says, I can't help but notice to hear that you said that, but yours is the real one. Are we playing some sort of shell game?
No, I think you misunderstood. I said that his was the one we needed to protect most. But yes, some kind of shell game.
Oh, marvelous.
And I roll a deception.
Go ahead.
18 plus 8.
Ooh, okay.
I'm a liar by nature.
You are a very good liar. So he
It
kind
is
of...
quite an intriguing game indeed, sir. Take advantage.
Oh,
8 action.
nat 20. 20.
Nailed it!
Yeah, he got a 17 plus 8 as well, but he only got a 25. So,
Damn.
28.
yeah, even without the advantage, so you got him. So he puts his bony fingers together, steeples them in his classic pose, and he goes, marvelous.
Hashtag not butler powers.
How intriguing. I do hope the best for you all.
By the way, children, I know I said I didn't have gifts for you in the sack before, but I do actually have gifts for you. I pull out 3 Darthanial Fluteblower CDs. Autographed, naturally.
You hand them to these kids, and they look
There
up
you
at
go.
you. The tallest one looks at her brothers and looks up at you and goes,
How on earth am I supposed to fucking play this? I don't have a CD player, you old bastard.
Would you prefer cassettes? Because I keep those on me as well.
I rather like
God.
these children.
I hand them cassettes.
Learn how to stream.
I do not believe there is a stream anywhere near this train.
You hear clack 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 as Soul begins like tapping his hooves rhythmically to get attention. And once people start looking at him, he goes, yeah, so important. There is definitely danger from all around us, even from the direction you didn't think.
Oh, I thought you just had one of my
Every single
songs in your head.
how nefarious. You're surrounded by enemies?
Yeah, they abound. It could even be you.
Walter Ohio puts his like arms up and makes like stands next to Soul, like back up, and is like, we'll figure out who did it, Soul.
Yeah, we'll figure out that maybe we should keep our bags close.
We shall
Yeah.
confirm who has done what, sir.
And he looks over at Jack.
Fine. I'll go get the bag.
Thank you.
This is shaping up to be the most fun I've had since death.
And then Soul looks over at Darthanial and he goes, do you know how to play anything that's not depressing?
I play a cello. No.
Can I get a use games roll with proficiency as you play the game again of Dragon Chess against the Pumpkin King?
Yes.
Damn, PK. He knows how to play Dragon Chess.
I do know how to play dragon chess too. I'm proficient. So are you just gonna use the proficiency bonus, or is it a proficiency
Do you
plus?
think that Dragon Chess is an intelligence game? Is it a game of bluffing? Or, like, let's make an establishment about Dragon Chess in this world. How does one win at Dragon Chess? Is it an intelligence game?
Or is it a wisdom game?
Or a wisdom game?
I'm gonna say it's int based for this. So altogether, I got 21.
Sounds good. I think that you should take whatever your best stat is, and Dragon Chess is just a wild game. Any of those are viable.
Perfect.
Okay.
My best is charisma, so
What'd you get?
I'll go with that.
She's lying to you.
I make deceptive plays that looks like I'm doing a certain gambit, and then switch it up.
So what'd you roll?
I rolled an 18 plus 8 because it's my charisma plus my proficiency.
You do the play stupid game. Oh, does that piece go there? Oh,
Yeah.
my mistake.
So you play against Jack, and you try the seductive, like, distracting thing, but the Pumpkin King is decidedly not affected by that apparently at all. He's very blind to your wiles, and you have to change it up. And you actually have not played such a close game of Dragon Chess in quite some time, because he too rolled an 18, but he does not have your bonuses. And so he does eventually lose. And he goes, well, marvelous game. We simply, if we have time before the end of our train, you must show me more. I'm going to head up to the other train cars and check in with our friend Rudolph, or maybe Scrooge. I really just want to shake off this loss. Good game, my lady.
Of course.
And the Pumpkin King gets up and moves north. As he does that, the 3 children also get up and leave with him. Their names are not Lock, Stock, and Barrel. It's Hilt, Pommel, and Blade.
Having heard
Blade.
having heard the request of Mr. Danse, the concierge has withdrawn a dulcimer and has begun to play a light-hearted tune.
Soul goes, yeah, that is exactly what I was looking for. Now, if only I could find a game of more interest than Dragon Chest, huh?
Again, sir, may I offer you dice, cards, or darts?
Darts. No game in summer is worth playing if there's not a little danger of someone getting hurt.
And his darts are darts. They're the weapon kind, and he hands them to you.
So
Yeah.
as you guys are left alone, the only one left in the room with you is the Nog Nilbog, who just keeps serving you guys eggnog. Do you guys just sort of post up in this room for a while? Is that the intent? What are we doing?
I want to go see the lounge.
Okay.
I get up, grab my sack of all sacks, the sackiest sack, the Sackmaster Sacktastic 3000, and I motion to Darthanial. Would you accompany this lady to the lounge?
Absolutely, miss. I thought you'd never ask.
I toss the sack over my shoulder and I glide through the sleeping quarters.
Right this way, madam, sir. I have prepared your arrangements already.
Thank you, Darthanial.
It is just two beds pushed together for Fluteblower.
So you guys move through the sleeping car, and the sleeping car has a bunch of locked doors mainly. There's a few that are still open that haven't been claimed, but it's very tight, to move through. Darthanial particularly has a rough time getting through this train car because they're sleeping rooms. There's beds in them. They took up a little bit more space on either side of the train. But you guys make it through there. There's not much to see. You do see that Jack is coming back out of his room, and he's got his sack, and he's like, what, did we need to check on me or something?
Not everything's about you, dear.
Good.
Yes, it's true, child. Be out of your way.
It's been the center of attention for far too long, and I don't really care for it, so I'm gonna go talk to our friend
Walter?
Tom.
Yeah, I know. Go.
Yeah, me and Walter. We'll go together and we'll talk to Tom.
Sure.
And
Tom
he moves.
Segura?
If
No,
only.
Tom Hanks.
Come on, Jeans.
He moves past you. He meets up, and you hear them move further in. Back in the parlor with the Nog Nilbog and you two, you see the man in the suit walk in as if he's heading to the sleeping car, and he stops by you guys. Oh, hey there. I'm sorry I didn't get your names. The name's George Bailey, by the way.
Yeah, greetings. Hello. I am Sol.
It's good to see some other people on the train, that aren't so caught up in this holiday.
Yeah, this holiday is not quite for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
garnish.
be a big fan. What? Sorry.
For your garnish, sir, do you care for mint or cinnamon?
Oh, me? I'm fond of mint.
Concierge presents a cup with the fine mint leaf across the top.
Yeah, I used to be bigger on Solstmas myself, but it's been rough. Things aren't going George's way nowadays. I lost a lot of money, and it's not mine.
There's poor people on this train.
Oh, yeah. Story as
Already.
old as time. Get your money, lose your money.
Yeah.
Make a deal. Of course, I know it well. Quite well. And then Soul begins tapping one of his hooves, and he goes, yeah, the things you lose, well, they find their way back.
Oh, yeah. You notice that when you tap a little tune, he gets no reaction. The man looks severely depressed. It's similar feelings that maybe Soul is feeling. He seems defeated and hopeless. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get as far away from that man Scrooge and his money grubbingness. You guys should keep an eye out for anything that you hold dear. That man will take it from you. I guarantee it.
Soul stops tapping, and he moves up to the man and looks him dead in his eyes and goes, when you compare the loss of trinkets to the loss of a home or comfort, your loss is small.
It's not my loss, sir. I lost the homes and comfort of all the people who trusted their money with me at the savings and loan.
Well, maybe one day your luck will turn around.
Yeah, I doubt it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And he carries on toward the sleeping cars. He carries past you guys. Meanwhile, you guys have moved through the sleeping cars. Darthanial and Lady Ramius. Spooky Gord.
Spooky,
you.
spooky, gourd.
Remember, address her by her proper title, Jay.
Yes, indeed.
Don't be rude.
For me, it's the proper title to me. And you guys end up at the final car, at the end of the sleeping car, which is the lounge car, which is just the best seats. It's got a night, like, it's the most posh place, and it seems like a great place to spend the rest of the train ride, and nobody seems to be here. But, because nobody's here, there's not much interesting in there, other than it looks like there's like some decanters of spirits that you could drink, and things like that. It just looks like it's designed to be a nice place to chill. There are books on a little shelf that are like tied in with some rope so they don't fall out as the train moves. And as you guys are investigating this room, George Bailey enters this room as well. Oh, there's more of you. I was hoping that I could be here alone.
Oh, God. Hello.
I can smell the poverty on you. Please don't speak to me.
He
What?
doesn't even he just turns around and walks away with that. He
Yes,
doesn't even
goodbye.
fucking I'll be in the sleeping car then.
No one cares. Goodbye.
As you guys are sitting in the eggnog, the parlor car with the Nog No Bach, you also watch Tom Hanks come walking by. He seems to be doing his rounds and checking on things. And he's walking. He just kind of gives you guys a nod, gives everything a look over, and just keeps walking unless you talk to him. Anybody do anything?
No, I don't do anything to Tom except for keep an eye on him. But as people pass by, I check my wand again of enemy detection to see if any of them, because I don't know the distance, but I do know the direction, which means I can feel individuals moving.
Yeah, absolutely. The enemies that you sense are decidedly on either side of you now. You're in the middle of the trains, essentially, and you can feel them on both sides. So you know that there's more than one, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
The only one who doesn't seem to be an enemy in the room is there's nothing bad coming from the direction of Nog Nilbog. Nog Nilbog smiles at you and goes, Nog?
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought so. He pours you another Nog.
What a guy.
Yeah, he's got one job. He does it well.
You know who's about.
That's my new favorite. I would probably look through the books for anything that caught my eye.
The books run the gamut. Is there a particular book you're trying to find? Roll a d20.
I rolled a 10.
You don't find an exact book you might be looking for, but you find something in the genre.
I kind of thumbed through it quickly, reading the first chapter and the last. And I do that sometimes. I'm a fucking crazy person like that.
Spoilers.
Yeah. And then I look over to Darthanial and see what he's doing. What are you doing?
I am tuning my cello.
So
Thank you, Jeffrey.
as you guys are taking your leisure, in the car in between the two of you, the sleeping car, you hear the startled voice of Tom Hanks going, "Hey! You stop that right now!"
Darling, do you think we should investigate?
For you, anything.
The concierge is standing at the door waiting for you. Right this way.
Did you move through the car that separates the four of you to get to them to open the door? Is that what
Yes,
you're telling
thank
me?
you, Darthanial.
He
Yes.
does it. It happens. Fuck it.
It's magic. Don't ask questions.
What happens is you hear the light puff of snow, because I know you have this, and you just appear because you have face step, and face step gives you a 30-foot teleport, which is just enough to skip a car.
Look, man, I got a passive stealth of 20. I'm not worried about it. I can do whatever I want.
So you guys go in, and right in the
He's
middle
like,
of the room,
He's like the butler from Mr. Deeds.
you see Tom Hanks has George Bailey by the scruff of his coat, and he's yelling at him, and he says, "This man was trying to break into Jack's quarters, but I caught him."
Soul from the parlor car looks back at the Nog Nilbog. Yeah, if they need me, they'll do more than yell, right? Right.
I don't know.
Any...
You want more Nog?
Yeah.
Nog!
Lord!
Nog incoming.
Lord! Lord!
Well, that's
I think
5
the
more
only word-
Nogs. 5 more Nogs.
I want to say I'm going to put a vote right now that the only word the Nog Nilbog can say is just Nog.
All right,
Nog.
fine. He shakes his head and he goes,
Nog.
"Nog?
Yeah.
Nog!" And he pours you another eggnog. So,
I drink it.
what do you guys do? Tom Hanks has got George Bailey just by the shirt, and he's shaking him and accusing him of trying to break in.
I walk into the room, and I immediately avert my eyes from Tom. Say, what happened here?
I was performing my rounds. Once again, he looks at you, and his strange smile has not left his face.
I do not make eye contact.
I was performing my round, sir, and when I got to the sleeping car, I found Mr. Bailey trying to break into Jack's rooms.
It does make sense. He is a poor.
He is impoverished.
What would you like me to do to this man? He has paid
Throw
for
him off
his...
the trade.
No,
How?
no.
How did he even pay to be on here?
I think you should give me some alone time with him in the lounge car.
Tom Hanks puts him in an arm lock and marches him into the lounge car with the rest of you.
Shall I proclude for you fresh linens and lighting, madam?
Better just some strong hempen rope.
As you guys march in there, Rudolph comes running all the way back to the sleeper car. He passes Soldan's in the parlor.
Sol watches him.
What's going on? He nods at you as he passes. So, what's going down here?
It appears that a poor has tried to break into Jack's room.
I wouldn't call him a poor. He's on hard times. Do you treat
poor.
everybody who doesn't have money this way?
Do you not have money?
No, I don't have money. I'm on a fucking cop stipend.
Another poor.
I will straight up start another Die Hard Solstmas on your rich ass right now.
Bring it, poor.
He gets all up in your grill. He's gonna roll Intimidate. It fails because his horns get caught on the roof as he tries to stand up too tall in the sleeping car.
Maybe you should get a haircut, you poor.
Ah, god damn it! As soon as I get my horns out, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass.
If you would like a trim, sir, I can oblige you. And the concierge is standing there with a pair of fine silver scissors.
I might need it.
Cheers.
Help me get out of here. Yeah, I need the help.
Of course, sir. Step left, please, sir.
George Bailey is forcefully sat in a chair in a lounge car with Lady Ramius. Lady Ramius, what do you do?
I sit him down, and at first I'm very nice. I go, now, I believe there's a reason that you were trying to break in. Tell me this reason. And
The
a
reason for
persuasion
treason.
check was dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. George Bailey he just hangs and he slumps, this hangdog look on his face. He puts his hands face, just holds his head, and he starts to like cry, like sob. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I lost all of everyone's money at the savings and loan. Potter's gonna take the whole town from everyone. I'm a desperate man. I wanted to see if maybe the sack could solve the problems. I could get money
Tis you,
out
sir.
of it. Oh yeah, thank you. What's your name?
It is of no consequence, sir. Any name you prefer, so long as it starts with J.
Darthanial.
Thanks, Jehoshaphat.
Of course,
And anyway, I lost all the money, and I thought maybe the magic of the sack could fix my problems. And now without it, I think that the only thing that might fix everyone's problems is if old George Bailey stopped being around.
You're giving me the opportunity to tell this NPC to kill himself.
Yeah,
And I need you to not.
hold on. It's important because it's a very old movie, and the answer could be you have no idea. Are you familiar with the plot of It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
Okay. He tries to kill himself.
Oh, okay, that makes
It's a
sense.
that's the
lovely
whole-
Christmas movie.
The whole thing.
Do what you want with this.
He thinks the world
It's
will
a
be better
lovely,
off without
it's
him.
a lovely Christmas film about suicide. So do whatever you want, because you can't really get much darker than It's a Wonderful Life.
True.
what dreams may come?
That's not a Christmas movie.
No, but it's darker.
Fuck off. Fuck off with that film.
As someone who's died, I can assure you, it's always better to come back. And she puts her sack over the shoulder, and I go, it's up to Jack what's done with you, not up to me. Thank you for being so forthcoming.
Well, thank you for talking it out with me, I guess. If I throw myself into the Shadow Fae as we pass through it in the next few minutes, do you think it would erase me from existence? Because I think that would be the way to go.
As a shadow touch, because I took shadow touched as a feat.
Sure.
So, is there anything, if anything, I would know about doing that?
So, the Shadow Realm is literally... So, alright. Didn't think I'd do some mythos here in these Solstmas episodes, but why not?
Dumbass.
The material plane and the Fey Realm are inexplicably tied. They're like mirror images of each other. The Fey Realm is like the source of like magic and life energy that bleeds into the material plane from its light, basically, like to put it into simple terms. The light, it's like the sun. The Shadow Realm is literally the shadow cast by Fey. It is everything that Fey is not.
Other.
It is a realm of death and darkness, and there is no life there. And there is magic, but it is perverted.
Right, so That would make sense why I'm a fae that's shadow touch, because I did die.
Yeah, there's two ways to do necromancy in my world. One of them is to touch the shadow, and the other way is to make a deal with the devil of the undead.
It is a place plagued by the creations of Mitch.
Yeah, yes, Mitch loves the shadow realm.
Well, that's how I can do animate dead.
There you go. It is a place you can achieve a sort of oblivion, but it's highly unlikely that it would erase him from existence.
That's not quite how it works. However, do I have your consent to use your body after you're done with it?
Well, my hope was to toss myself from the train, but if you can get it, then I guess I don't mind. Could you use me to attack that bastard Potter? Maybe kill him with my undead claws or something. That would be good.
Sir, might I advise that your premature demise will not, in fact, placate the causes of your concerns?
But you could always try, love. And she walks out.
All right.
Hey, listen, I've got a war gong, and it may not be a bell, but I'll ring that shit. Somebody's getting wings.
Has Soul moved at all?
Nope, not at all.
Darthanial still is in the lounge as well?
And in fact, what I'm going to do is, while there's nobody here but the Nog Nilbog, I'm gonna lean over.
Have some more Nog?
Nog?
Yeah, of course. But other than that,
Nog!
I'm gonna lean over and go, "Can you keep a secret?"
Nog!
I don't know if I trust that.
He nods. Nog!
And then I
yeah.
use one of my wild shapes to summon another satyr.
Okay.
And I go, "Shh, no one can ever tell us apart." And then
Hey, Soul, who's your friend?
Brother.
Okay.
And then I tell him to start moving about the cabins so we can't be seen in the same one together.
Sure. He moves to the car north of you, and immediately you hear the sounds of hilt, pommel, and blade go, "Hey, where's your sack?"
I left it behind.
So, you were told that at some point during the journey, you would pass through the land of the Shadow Realm, the Shadow Fae. It's a short, brief period, but it's the thing that allows the magic to shake free of the Fae Realm long enough to traverse time and end up precisely where they need to be in the North Pole, at exactly the moment they need to be in the North Pole. A darkness starts to envelop the train. Everything starts to dim very quickly, and you guys realize that you're coming up on that patch of darkness, that patch of Shadow Fae, that you just lightly kiss the edge of the realm. Anybody in the lounge car sees from the back of the lounge car that the tracks end behind you guys. Nothing changes, but you can just feel this weird sense of inertia as the train enters the tunnel of time. A darkness invades every cabin. The magical lights themselves are unable to function under the weight of the dark magic as you feel a strange weightlessness pervade the entire train. For a brief moment, your stomachs lurch and your eyes perceive only black. It lasts only a few uneasy seconds. Then, you all hear a loud crash, a yell, several quick popping bursts as though snowballs had hit the side of a shed, followed by the sound of 3 kids squealing in the dark. As you come out of the other end of the shadowy patch of dark magic, you all hear the feeble scream of Ebenezer coming from the cargo area. You all had 1 round to do something. Do you guys do anything in the dark that no one can see in? Unless we do have a warlock, and she has that one ability, maybe.
Yes,
You know
I do
it.
something.
Does she have it?
I have it.
Okay. You are the only one who sees anything in the lounge car. Did you move during the 1 round you have? Because in the lounge
yes.
car, you see
I-
nothing but you and George Bailey and Darthanial. Nothing happens.
Yeah, I would have moved through, because I already said that I was moving out. I
Sure.
was like, and I leave.
Sure. You hear the scream far up in front, the sound of an old man yelling. And immediately, because you can see in the dark and you're moving into the sleeping car, you see 3 children that run past Soldans in the other car and gather as the Pumpkin King face steps, a cloud of leaves appearing around him, and he immediately starts trying to jimmy the lock into Jack's room.
Jay, I would like to use my rogue class ability to come out of stealth wherever is least convenient for the DM.
How dare you bring a joke from way back in the day? Rogues can't teleport. Stealth does not mean teleport.
I actually can teleport, sir.
But you
no.
were moving in the dark and you literally could not see. So did anybody move through the darkness other than her?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So what'd you do?
Soul, because what better to do than have a little fun. Soul in that time, as it goes dark for the briefest of time, casts Conjure Woodland Being. How many cars are there?
There are a total of 6 cars.
6 cars, 1 engine.
Yeah, 1 engine.
6 cars. Fantastic. 4 more satyrs appear and instantly all go off to a separate cart.
That's how you start an orgy. Just saying.
We all are satyrs.
It's gonna get
and
wild.
we can all do a little face step
Okay.
into where they need to be.
Darthaniel, what about you?
How many satyrs are there now?
5?
There's 6. 1 for every cart.
Okay. Including you, right? There's a total of 6?
Yeah,
Okay.
including me, a total of 6.
Sure.
They're all numbered, but one of them is numbered 7 instead of 6. And everyone's
Just
very-
to make it fun. So, Darthaniel, is there anything you do? It's pitch black, you can't see anything.
I will cast Prestidigitation so that I can still see while I'm tuning my cello.
No, you try to cast a light, and the light is eaten up by the magic of the Shadow Realm. It does not work. Not even magic light can
Hate
pierce.
this light.
You don't hate it long, though, as the light comes back and the sound of screams can be heard around the train. Immediately, you are confronted with the Pumpkin King and the 3 kids trying to break into your sleeping quarters. And from far up ahead, the screams of Ebenezer, and now a satyr, can be heard.
I look at the Pumpkin King, and instead of just saying anything, I just touch my nose. I can still see in the darkness, love.
Oh, how unfortunate. I really like you. Can we just pretend this didn't happen?
And she kind of just nods and goes, "Don't let me catch you again."
I need everyone else to roll a perception. You two.
Do I roll 6 perceptions?
Sure. One of them doesn't need to because he's in the car in question.
18. Well, the custodian is just going to report to the disturbance. Because
I only got a 12. I was too busy in my conversation.
Got a 16.
I'm assuming one of your fucking satyrs hears. But the problem is that none of them can telepathically talk. So you just hear this chain being yelled.
Someone's killed Jack. Someone's killed Jack. Shit, someone has killed Jack. Shite, someone has killed him.
Which eventually travels up to you guys.
As the message goes down, I go, well, that's inconvenient. And let's see, what can we do? I know which
You
car it
can
came
go to
from,
the
though.
fucking car where the
I
murder
mean, I said that I
happened.
do that.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I know which car it came from, right?
Yes.
Because I know how far, that's what I'm going to do.
It's like,
I'm
make
going
it
to do
very
that,
complicated.
but I'm going to switch with, me and the satyrs are going to switch cars. So it's going to be like, whoop. Every time I move a car, another
You
another
play a
satyr
weird
moves,
game
so
of
there's
leapfrog.
always a satyr in a car.
Okay.
There's a satyr in every car.
There's a satyr
There's a
everywhere.
satyr in every car.
We're fucking balls deep in satyrs here.
Uh-huh.
Satyr pouch deep.
Yep. The sack is
Satyr
full.
pouch deep.
Do you... Okay, so who goes to the main car? Who stays with the Pumpkin King? Is like, where does everybody go now? I need to know.
I tell the Pumpkin King to come with me.
The custodian goes to the disturbance.
Oh, okay. Come on, hilt, pommel, blade. Let's follow the nice lady.
It's best if you come with me, because I can at least vouch for where you were in the darkness.
This sounds very important. Apparently, there's been a killing.
A murder, friend. A murder.
As you guys make your way to the cargo car, all the way at the front, all of the satyrs just pointing as you guys get there. Like you said, you're leapfrogging, and each one is just pointing down like a bunch of fucking dogs. Like
Right,
this
and
way.
every time you see one, like, if you're a keen observer, you'll notice the difference, but every time it just kind of looks like me.
Inside the cargo car is an upsetting scene. One of the satyrs is wrestling with Walter, Ohio, and laying amidst the wreckage of a bunch of toppled cargo containers is obviously the body of Jack Afrostus, and buried in his heart is Walter Ohio's bone knife. Walter Ohio is being fought by one of the satyrs, but he seems disconcerted. He seems like he's not putting a lot of effort into it. He seems confused. Tom Hanks is screaming at everybody, trying to push them back. Back! This is a murder scene, everybody!
As soon as Soul gets there, Soul casts Charm Person on Walter.
Okay, what's the save?
Wisdom 14.
Fails. He looks to you. Soul! My good friend! It doesn't look like the spell had any effect. He loves you. Soul! My good friend! I don't know what's going on. Thank you. You need to help me.
Yeah, of course. I'm here to help. And I send the satyr into the other car, because that way There can only be one of us in each of these.
As you guys move in from the back of the room, a cargo thing gets moved, and you see, sticking his head out, is Ebenezer Scrooge. Ah, a humbug! It's about time you guys showed up. Come help me. I'm buried under this.
Let's see.
But of course, sir.
As you help him out, you guys start to get everybody has been like uncomfortably pushed into the coach car that you all entered in, and it's just Soldans, his doppel, and Walter, with Ebenezer Scrooge and our good concierge as well.
Soul goes, Walter, tell me what happened.
He looks you in the eye, then he looks at the ground, and he says, I don't remember. Everything went... I don't remember the past minute.
Ah, this is interesting. Well...
I know what happened, says Scrooge from the back as he gets pulled out of the wreckage.
What happened?
I overheard the two of them talking. They came into this room, and I heard them arguing. That Walter fella, I heard him yell, "You can't do this, Jack!" And then I couldn't hear Jack. His voice was quieter. And then Walter told him, "I won't let you!" And then we went through the darkness, and then looks like Jack got stabbed, so obviously Walter did it.
Yeah, well, if this is true, then...
He committed a murder on the Polar Express.
The Torchlit Tavern toy drives here, so go ye giving folk. Grab a toy and drive it there to bless someone you know. You need not stop or hold your drive, just give it a quick throw. Just drive forth and give the gift to hopefully a child. Just drive forth and give someone a toy. In Torchlit's name we wish ye now to buy a brand new toy. Take a picture as you drive to give to girls and boys. As long as it's appropriate, the gift you choose to give. Post your proof of this drive and tag us in that fucking shit. Post your proof of this drive and tag us in that shit. Yeah, if this is true, I will get to the bottom of it. My passive insight is 16, by the way, so I want to really be reading into everything everybody's saying.
Sure. Ebenezer is a shrewd man. He's very difficult to read. He rolled a nat 20, and you can't get any idea that he could be lying to you. He seems rather shaken, but the man seems immediately like, oh, this is a murder investigation, and I, too, was on the scene of the murder. And he just clams up, quick. Walter, on the other hand, looks confused. Walter doesn't seem like he's lying to you. Walter seems like he's absolutely lost. He's like, I wouldn't hurt Jack's my best friend. I've known him since he was a little boy. He's the spirit of Solstmas. I wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
I don't remember fighting with him.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Just stay with me. We will figure it out. Yeah.
I saw the Pumpkin King and Coach just before it happened.
Soul goes, yeah. And looks over at Tom and says, when did you get here?
When did Tom get here?
Yeah.
Tom,
you said he was here when I arrived, so...
Yeah, actually, no. Tom would have arrived with you. You and him ended up moving about the same pace through the cars once everything was heard. He ran up here. So you and Tom, he did get ahead of you. This is his train after all, so he pushed ahead. But you saw him come here.
Yeah. Okay. Then I go, well, there are not many options here. So it was one of the two of you, likely.
I'm gonna enter at this point if I can.
Yeah, everybody is here in Coach. We've all swept up. There's no reason for anybody to be left behind. Yeah, go ahead.
I say, well, I can tell you who it wasn't, for I could see in the darkness, and I saw the Pumpkin King for the entire time of the darkness.
Where did you see the Pumpkin King? I saw him here in Coach only a moment before.
He misty-stepped away. He face-stepped away to get a little closer to me without the children. It was quite sweet.
Everyone is...
The children are with him.
Everyone who is a fae, when she mentions the misty stepping away, you realize that you heard 3 popping noises that are the unmistakable sounds of the ability that you all know very well.
I mean, to be honest, thanks to me, you heard more than 3.
It's not the same. Not the same fucking noise.
But I can account for one of those noises. And I did see him the entire time.
Yes,
In the darkness.
I could not have committed a murder because I, one, don't understand the concept. He's just gonna get back up, right? You could, like, cut a thing's head off as a joke.
Passive insight at 16.
He's hiding something.
I go, yeah, you don't understand the concept, of course, but you do seem quite charming, just like the rest of us, huh? Could you maybe even compel someone to do something? Something, huh? Yeah?
Maybe. What are you trying... Who would I compel?
Oh, maybe just the most easily influenced of us all. And then I look over at poor Walter.
I think it would be very difficult for me to get across the train in the amount of time given.
Yeah? You think so?
Yes.
He said he was good. He was like that for a minute, at least. And you could travel the course of the train.
Scrooge raises his hand. Jack was alive just before the tunnel. I can vouch for that.
I'm inclined to believe Mr. Scrooge because, as we all know, Mr. Scrooge is not a poor. We all know rich people don't lie.
George Bailey's. Yeah, now you see here, goddammit! You Darthanial! He's the only one who was in the room when the murder happened. You can't just throw him out because he's rich.
Not the only one, love. Just one of.
That man will do anything for money. He wants the sack, I'm sure of it. Excuse me, sir. I love Solstmas more than anyone on this train. It saved my life. Bahumbig on you. I went through the whole rigmarole. Everyone knows the story. And you know what I found? There is so much money in Solstmas. So much merchandise. So many things to sell. I got people buying trees every year. They grow in the fucking ground.
Let's kill him right there.
I love Solstmas. It's the best time of year.
I now actively
believe him.
I now actively try to incite things about Scrooge, and that gives me a 23.
Okay. Damn, Scrooge, you're just a shrewd motherfucker. 23? It's real close. He rolled 23. You can't... you think that he's being honest in an awful way. The man seems to only care about money, and the best way for him to get money is Solstmas. But, like, that man, if he thinks he could get money another way, might change his mind.
Okay. And, can I get my passive insight on, what's-his-face?
Can I ask...
last guy?
Can I ask real quick? No offense to Jeff, but does anybody else want to get their paws on the ball? Jeff has been playing the role very well of Poirot in my murder mystery, but...
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, feel people out. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Honestly, as soon as he jumped on it, I was like, no, this
works.
This makes sense to me.
For him,
That's fine. I just want to check
I do the
in.
questioning, like the real, like, interrogation.
Sure. No,
I mean,
He does the perceiving.
He's been sitting at a
the
bar,
insight.
doing nothing this whole time.
He absolutely
He's very
ended up
much
Poirot as
the
fuck.
detective
It's great.
type. I'm
Yeah,
all
no,
about it. I'm
it's
letting
good.
him do
No.
his thing.
Just checking in. So, what did you say? What was the thing you wanted to do, Jeff?
I'm just another rider on this train, man.
Same. My boss is dead.
Let me get my passive insight on the, what's his face? Oh,
George?
George.
Oh, George Bailey. Your insight for George. George hates Scrooge. You know that. You figured that out already. He didn't hide that. And it seems like he wants to throw Scrooge under the bus. More important than finding the murder. But George also strikes you as somebody who, he definitely was not involved. He has an airtight alibi in your party member. He doesn't seem to be hiding much. Other than that, he's pushing a story that he wants to be true, is what you get from him.
Right.
He's full of
also
shit,
boring.
but not a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
Ryan
what's
makes a
the
valid
high?
point.
So you have the highest passive perception, right, Mitch?
Probably not. I have
No,
the
no.
highest passive.
No, for Mitch. I'm pretty sure it's Mitch.
It's Mitch. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, one of the things you
Mine's only
notice
13.
as you guys sitting
What
in
is it?
coach.
18.
Yeah, I've got
Jesus.
17.
Yeah, as you guys are
Nice.
sitting in coach, you notice that there are leaves scattered all throughout coach. In keeping with the story that the Pumpkin King teleported out of this room, you also notice that there isn't a lot of struggle signs on Jack. Whatever happened with Jack happened without much of a fight.
Sure, because it happened in the dark,
You-
right?
Yeah, your eagle eyes also notice that Scrooge does have some blood on him.
Okay.
Caw!
What?
Caw!
Okay.
You said eagle eyes, so I made
Oh.
a caw sound.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I just did. It felt right at the time, and now I feel silly.
D&D.
Let me roll.
Don't let Jeff roll.
Oh no.
Let me roll an Arcana to see what I can know about the likelihood of. I'm gonna make 2 Arcana rolls. I want to make one to see if I can perceive any spell effect on Walter, like lingering.
Okay.
2.
Do you have a spell that would aid that? Because I think in order to actually tell like a school of magic or anything, you need like detect magic. But you can do Arcana to get a glimpse of if there is one.
That's what I'm looking
Sure,
for.
go for the Arcana
Just a
check.
glimpse if there is one. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not killer.
Brilliant
That's,
idea, sir. Wonderful
it's
place
11.
to start. Aid.
Aha. Slightly better at 12.
So with a 12, you know that there are enchantment magics that could alter a memory or otherwise cause somebody to behave in a way they wouldn't. So it's possible that both of those could have been used, but it would require 2 different spells to achieve, unless Walter is just simply lying
Right.
about
Which
one or both.
I already used my passive perception, and he doesn't seem
Doesn't
like
seem
it.
like it. No, he seems confused and angry. He actually, it seems like the weight of everything is starting to get to Walter. You see that he is slumped in a corner, just staring at Jack's feet. Can we please move my friend someplace better than under a pile of cargo?
Of course, sir.
We can move the cargo, but not your friend yet. Just a moment. Yeah.
Yes, it's fine.
And then I give the concierge a nod.
It is done.
Yeah.
All the cargo magically just you guys blink and it's all packed neatly.
While you're
back where it
discussing
belongs.
it, you turn around, it's just already done.
It's already done.
Now I want to make an Arcana roll to see who I think is eligible or who I think here.
Sure.
This is kind of like a knowledge or a history.
Yeah, I get it. You want to see if there's
you know.
casters in this room. You want to see who's capable of magic.
I want to see specifically who's capable of doing a Fey teleport other than us.
Sure. That's going to be... Yeah, let's call it an Arcana.
Okay. Arcana's going to be 19.
All right. You know, right off the bat, there are quite a few people who can teleport here. It's obvious that the Pumpkin King is an Autumn Fae. You recognize Scrooge by his ears. He's likely a Winter Eladrin. He should be able to teleport. The Pumpkin King is an Autumn Fae. He is a Slug of the same nature as the ex-King of the Hunt, and he too has an Autumn Fae teleport. The children you don't think can. George Bailey is a Winter Eladrin. He is likely able to teleport. Walter Ohio does not appear to be one of those type of Fae. Rudolph, as a Tiefling, as his race, doesn't know how to teleport, but you know that the Warlocks of the North Pole have their own magic, and it's possible he can. And that is it. That's everyone who should be able to teleport, which is 4 people, not counting anyone in the
Right.
party.
Right, and we heard 3 distinct pop, pop, pop.
You heard 3 distinct pops,
And we
yes.
know of only one.
Yes, you know that the Pumpkin King likely teleported from cargo to the sleeping car, or at least ran part of the way
Yes.
after he got there. You also know that... Nope, that's all you know.
So I ask where George has been. George, where have you been?
I've been in the lounge with the lovely Lady Ramius. Just sort of talking about my problems.
And you can account for this lady as well, yeah?
Yes, he was in the lounge when the darkness started, and still behind me when the
Yeah.
darkness ended.
Yes, I too can unfortunately vouch for this poor.
Good, yeah. Good.
I am going to say this, that there was, because you looked at the sleeping car and you can see in the dark, and I forgot to mention it, you were looking away from him at the time the sounds were made. So when you saw the Pumpkin King pop in, but you weren't looking at George.
Okay. But when the lights came back, he was still
He was
behind me,
in his
wasn't he?
chair, as if he had not moved, yes.
And the pops happened twice?
Three total pops.
3 pops.
Within a
Yeah.
second of
Yeah.
each other. Within a few
So,
seconds. It was a round, basically,
I'll
of
say-
combat.
Yeah, and me
I'll
being
say-
an asshole was not looking at him because I was tooting my cello.
And it was also dark as fuck, so you wouldn't have been able to see him anyway.
Why would you look at a poor?
I wasn't looking at him during, but he was in the same spot when it had ended. And there was no way to do that without him popping twice to get past me.
I'm not looking to kill anybody around here. It's not something it wouldn't be a good way to behave.
Only yourself, sir.
You're not that guy.
He looks sheepish, as if you've way too close to the mark with him when he looks at Jeeves, Jarvis, Darthanial.
What about Rudolph over there? Where were you when the lights went out?
Well, I had checked in on you guys and my antlers got stuck. And then when I heard the noise, if we're talking about teleportations, I face-stepped as far north as I could. You realize that when you ran forward to try to get to things, you passed Rudolph on your way up here. So yeah, I teleported up here. I was trying to cover as much ground as possible. I have things in the cargo that people might want to take.
Don't we all, sir?
Such as,
None of your goddamn business.
we're trying to get down to the middle of something here and you're being secretive.
Of course I am. They're not my things. I've been charged with a job. Something you would not understand, being a rich.
Correct, whore.
I'll fucking kick your ass as soon as we're off this goddamn train.
Fucking like to see you try.
People start holding Rudolph back.
Shall I arrange a duel, sirs?
I look where Scrooge was to see if there's a snow pile.
So you go to where Scrooge was?
Yeah, to see if there's a little indication of snow.
There's no sign of snow. It looks, though, as if in the kerfuffle, in the darkness, there is a bit of blood where Scrooge was. Suspect Scrooge may have hurt himself.
I look at Scrooge and I say, "Are you injured?"
Huh? He what do you mean? No, he, like, reaches his hand underneath his hat and he pulls out a little bit of blood from it.
Allow me to attend to that, sir.
Ooh, I guess I am.
And the custodian pulls from his saddlebags he's had thrown over his shoulder a medical kit.
When did you acquire this headphone?
I don't... Sometime after the darkness, perhaps. I'm not sure. I did fall. Everything collapsed in the cargo area. I guess I didn't notice it with the adrenaline.
Can I passive insight that?
Yeah, man. He seems to be telling the truth. Like, he didn't realize that he had a wound.
Okay. Just double checking.
Where are the kids?
Currently, like, trying to get past Tom Hanks. Just, like, trying to, like, leave, because this is boring.
And then I'm gonna go to Rudolph, and I'm gonna really look into him and be like,
When you look at the kids, though, you do notice that they've all donned Halloween masks.
I look at the kids that have now donned their Halloween mask, and I put my hand over my face, and once I come back from that, I have disguise self at will. So I have this terrifying, like, grizzled, like, Halloween makeup on that makes me look, or that shows, like, my true form, or, like, what I would be looking like, which is a half-decomposed, haunting.
It's truly terrifying, and
Haunting
they all start clapping and going, ha 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 ha! Yay!
A spooky gourd of a visage.
gourd.
Spooky
Yes.
gourd has arrived.
I'm gonna look into Rudolph, see what I can get off the insight there. I rolled, but it was my passive. I literally rolled my passive. So
You don't get anything from him. He looks you dead in the eyes like, listen here. You think you're gonna be a fucking detective? You think that you've got what it takes to actually solve crimes and protect people? Been doing this a lot longer than you, and trust me, kid, you're not ready. Any one of these people could have done it, and you have no idea what people are capable of. I've seen some shit.
yeah, me too. Yeah, I've seen lots of shit.
Sure.
Shite.
It's not me.
In fact,
I'll help you any way you want,
In
though.
fact-
I'm backing you.
literal shit.
Yeah. You're very cool.
Metaphoric
You're
shit.
very cool. Nobody cares. I'll help you
So-
solve the mystery. You fucking pretentious bitch.
Help if you're helping. There aren't very many of us who can
All right.
teleport.
No.
So,
No. You narrowed it down to like 4 or 5, right? How many of your people can teleport? Huh? Have you looked into them?
yeah, all of us.
You all can teleport?
Yeah,
Where were you?
I was in the same car I've been in the whole time. Yeah,
Was there anybody who can verify that?
yeah.
Who?
The Nognil Bog.
The guy only says the word nog. That's your fucking alibi?
He does say it quite emphatically.
Yeah, like he put some meaning behind that one word.
He could answer yes or no questions.
I understand the
Can he not?
Knock-Nilbog more than I do you poor.
Tom Hanks speaks up. The Nog Nilbog is of the utmost character, sir. He would never lie, provided you figure out which Nog means yes or no.
He cannot. Yeah.
If it helps, I did pass Soldans repeatedly back when I moved back and forth through the train. All 6 of them. And then he kind of looks at you, and Rudolph does raise his eyes. He's like, yeah, all 6 of you that appeared just before Jack died. One of them seen wrestling with the accused. It's almost like maybe Walter tried to stop him.
Well, Walter, did you try to stop him?
I don't remember. Maybe we should be rounding up you and yours, huh?
Like to see you try it.
Look, the last group that tried that did not like it.
Saul looks at Rudolph and goes, yeah, well, it is quite suspicious. My actions and yours now. So, which one of us is more likely to be the lion?
I'm growing quite sick of these reindeer games.
That was good.
Yes. Me love you. Me love you lots.
Was
that it? You just wanted to say? I thought you had a follow-up, damn it.
I do, but I don't know. It doesn't seem as cool now that I've said that. Like, leaving it there just sounds cool.
All right.
Fantastic.
Since I can't really trust you to do the investigation, let me throw in a little bit about what I know. You guys have been chilling down by that, obsessed with whatever bullshit you've been in, and multiple people have moved in and out of the cargo car, most notably Pumpkin King here, Scrooge, who went up there a long time ago and never came back because he said he wanted to check his cargo, and Tom Hanks, which, I don't know, he seems alright. Walter, and your friend went in there. One of them died. Right before everything happened, I saw the Pumpkin King and coach. 3 kids were nearby. Yes, you've been chilling in the one location. But what's important is this. Jack of Frostus is the spirit of Solstmas, is he not?
Heir apparent, yes.
Yes.
Not anymore.
But you knew him recently, right? You guys came with him?
Yeah.
How many people on this train do you think are capable of killing the heir apparent of Solstmas?
Not the Nog boy.
Anyone with a knife, it would appear, sir.
Yeah, the one capable of killing him, or one of maybe several, is right there. And I point to Walter and I go, but poor Walter's mind is, well, not secure. Could take 2 or 3 spells to do, but it is easy to believe that Walter here was just used.
Does anyone have a way to check spells?
Check to see if spells have been casted?
Yes.
Did.
Casted.
Casted.
Oh, this is fun.
Nope.
The concierge investigates the knife
Sure.
and the body.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
It's a 17.
Darthanial, Jehoshaphat, Jeeves, Jarvis, you very quickly and casually pull the knife out, give it a glimpse, and then stick it back before any blood or anything could be changed. It's exactly where you left it. You're very smooth. And you take a look at the knife. What?
The blood's frozen.
Yeah, the blood is frozen, yes, because it's Jack of Frostus. The blood does not come out, and he doesn't seem to bleed. You also notice that there truly is no sign of conflict. It's almost as if he was caught completely by surprise, or he was standing there waiting for it to happen.
I welcome death!
Hey, how do we know Jack didn't kill himself? Heavy weighs the crown and all that madness. How do we know he didn't want to be?
Additionally, does Walter Ohio still have his knife?
No, he's missing one.
No, it's
He
in
had
the
2.
body.
Just checking.
Yeah. No, you definitely confirmed that's Walter Ohio's knife. The cargo looks like it dumped on top of... Sorry, Jack wasn't buried under cargo. He was sort of near, like, almost on top of one of the cases. Meaning the cargo fell first.
He's been Yeetikist.
I reach into my sack.
Heh.
as you reach into the sack, because as we've stated, Lady Ramius has it, it's an important question, and I need you to look deep down inside yourself and ask me honestly, has Spooky Gourd been naughty or nice?
Spooky Gourd on this life has been nice. In her last, she was naughty.
As you reach into the sack, you feel the warmth of a hearth fire, and your hand immediately bumps into what feels like a tower of things. You can't see what they are, but you feel around, and anything you want is in this sack right now.
Anything you want, you got it.
I search for a piece of paper with the name of the murderer on it.
You pull out a blank piece of paper.
Do you require a quill, madam? And the concierge presents you ink and pen.
Yes, so then I use this. I go, I've pulled out a piece of paper so we can write the notes.
Yeah, no, you are surprised. You think maybe it would work, but it is decidedly blank.
I heat it up a little bit. I'm kidding.
It lights on fire.
Hey, it was worth a shot. But also, Lady Ramius was making sure that she still had the correct.
Now, to be fair, I want to make it clear. You're certain that your wish worked. Like, the name of the murderer would be on that paper.
I rolled a 26 perception. I want to give this room, just look it up and down as far as, like, looking at all the details. Obviously, it's not investigating, so I'm just seeing where things are.
In this room, there's nothing new that I haven't told you already.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll give you one more thing. The mounts that the cargo was put on were yanked clean. Whoever did it had to have been very strong.
And I have one more question.
You've got one more thing?
Wrong
One
voice.
more thing.
No, you're supposed to twirl your obscenely large mustache. This is a
you're
Poirot mystery.
One more question.
This is Murder on the Polar Express. Excuse me. Get your detective
nerd.
card.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Murder.
Merda.
Of course, let me try this again, huh? So, one more question, huh?
The real reason that you are slowly turning French.
Do I know? Actually, I do know, almost for sure, that Jack of Frosties can compel people, correct?
Yes.
I know Jack of Frosties can compel people.
He's done so before.
I know he can teleport,
Yes.
and I know... Do I know
You
of
know
his
that
ability to fuck with memory?
The further along the line he gets, the more of the powers of Solstmas he will get as well. You're not actually certain how powerful Jack might be at this point.
Right.
He hasn't achieved the full powers, but yes.
Arguably powerless at this point.
I don't know. She's pulling things out of the bag. Maybe we could just pull... You can't just pull the answer out, it seems. Hey, why don't we pull out something else that'll help?
Such as what, Rudolph?
I don't know. Handcuffs. We should arrest everyone. Seems to me that everyone here had motive.
We even have hands, Rudolph.
Yeah, because the right choice is definitely to handcuff everyone.
Yeah, you would say that, seeing as you're also very likely guilty.
I don't understand what you mean. For my sack just has my personal belongings in it.
Yeah, but one of these is the sack.
The real sack was with Jack.
One of these is the sack. Where's the real one? We might want to check on that, because if he got killed, they probably tried to take it.
Passive insight on that statement, because nobody yet has talked about the fact that he may not have the real sack. But Rudolph just said something.
I think
Well,
Kate
so
mentioned it
Rudolph was
earlier.
in the room when
Rudolph
you
was
guys
in the
walked
room.
in with
You're right.
one. He knows that you guys went into cargo and came out with 6. Yeah, no, it's not rocket science. You're trying to hide
Is the sack here?
You do see that Jack had apparently dropped his sack on the side of Coach. There's an extra sack laying there. If that's the sack, then you guys might want to grab it.
I grabbed the sack.
What-
Yeah, I
what
grabbed
about-
it because, like...
We haven't yet questioned Mr. Tom here.
Excuse me?
Tom is very adamant about us keeping the bag in the cargo, where this all happened anyway.
Because that's the proper way it's done. He looks at the concierge. He goes, "They do understand how to properly do things, right?"
I don't suppose they do so.
Obviously. I didn't force you.
Suspicious.
Sleight of hand 22.
To do what?
To just sort of frisk down Mr. Creepy while he's in disregard with Whistleblower over there.
So not only do
Fluteblower.
you not find anything, you also notice that his body seems to be, like, his clothes seem to be a part of his form. Like, there's nothing, it's not like you pat clothes. It seems that you're patting just almost a 3D render of a man with a train conductor's uniform on.
Spooky, spooky gore.
Like he's a dog.
Indeed.
Yeah, basically.
A weird, superficial recreation of a real thing.
Yes.
I apologize,
House?
Tom. I just hate looking at you. Or do you happen to be a poor?
I
It would explain a lot for me.
own this train.
Definitely not as much a poor as Rudolph over there, so I guess we're all good.
No one's heard of your music. They only say it to make you feel better.
Who's saying this?
No, fucking Tom said it.
Cast Eldritch Blast.
How the fuck do you know Eldritch Blast?
Because I have Magic Initiate.
Oh, God.
Yeah, get fucked, Jay.
You murder beloved figure and actor Tom Hanks.
Yes, I do. Thanks for not making me roll.
No, he died. You pin him to a wall. His smile never leaves his face. It's really creepy.
Oh, that's almost decidedly worse.
Yeah, Rudolph immediately moves to tackle you against the wall.
Really?
Yes. I knew you guys
My
couldn't be
turn.
trusted.
Do I need to roll opposed?
Might I advise the hindquarters, sir? Advantage.
Yeah, a weird time to kill someone during a murder investigation. Yeah.
It's 'cause he's a goddamn elitist. He'll kill every poor person on the train given the chance.
Quiet yourself, poor.
Well, we should maybe.
I would. Can I establish that every time I've called someone a poor, that I've been casting vicious mockery?
No. No, we cannot. It's too far. It's too many and too far, and too many people would have died by now.
Fine.
Rudolph is attempting to pin and restrain Darthanial. Still.
Am I rolling against that?
If you want to. Do you
Sure.
put up a fight?
Hell yeah, I put up a fight. I'm not gonna let this poor touch me.
Oh, he's gonna touch you.
Can you beat a 22?
What
Can you
I
beat a
have
22? Because the butler fought back.
I have
or
8
butler
and a
added.
4, yes.
am I adding to that?
Your athletics or acrobatics check.
You aided the poor?
Yes.
Who would do such a... that is a 12 plus 2,
Jesus.
14.
No, you are pinned against a wall abruptly, and the ACAB that is Rudolph tells you to stop, to yield and stop resisting. Darthaniel gets pinned against the wall
Bitch.
and by Rudolph, and Rudolph whispers into your ear, "I recommend that you don't fucking move because I am real tight with the Winter Knight Roy, and I can get him here to help in a heartbeat."
Recommend you go ahead and call him poor, and that is Dissonant Whispers.
All right, you guys struggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that struggle continue. I'm gonna go.
I reach into the bag, and I'm looking for something that will create a zone of truth.
Pull out the wand and you cast Zone of Truth.
Yep.
As you see them scuffling around, everybody's now trapped in the Zone of Truth. I need everybody to roll Charisma save. I believe for
Got
the
it.
wand, it's a DC 15.
Okay, no, you're not allowed to roll any more 6s. Fuck you.
Darthanial Fluteblower has a 17 plus 2 charisma.
Alright, anybody who rolled under than a 15 cannot lie. You know who passed, right? That's sort of the whole
Yes.
thing? Okay. Scrooge did not pass. The Pumpkin King passed with flying colors. So did his 3 kids. George Bailey did not pass. Walter Ohio did not pass. Rudolph passed. Tom Hanks passed.
Tom Hanks passed.
Passed away.
Away.
Yeah, he passed away.
I don't regret it.
It's really rude.
You know, I don't. I
I
like
fucking
it.
hate... Ryan hates looking at Tom Hanks from that movie.
I ask first the Pumpkin King. Did you kill Jack?
But you know he passed.
It doesn't matter.
You're-
I started with him.
Why, no! No, and I didn't have the time to do so, and you know that.
I know, but I ask each of the children, who I also saw.
One of the kids says no, and then one of the kids goes, and the last kid goes, yeah, sure did, and the others nudge him in the side, and they go, no.
I look to,
While she's asking, I'm perceiving, or I'm using my insight. I'll let you know if I ever roll anything under my passive.
I turn to Scrooge. I go,
So somebody just
"Are
admitted
you
to killing him?
responsible?"
Yeah,
It
child.
was a kid that passed their save, and I saw him.
Yeah, he's just being a dumb fucking kid.
Then, Katie, you just see the concierge behind the kid with a short sword. You have one opportunity to act.
He says, "No, I didn't."
Yeah, they all nudge him, and he said, no, I didn't, and both Soul and her, with their past perceptions, know that the kid is lying.
Hey, if Darthaniel moved to go to the child, that means he's no longer helping hold me.
Oh no, I just aided in him in making the attempt.
He aided in the tackling, not the holding.
Yeah, I'm not aiding him any
No,
longer.
you're just fighting him. If you want to break free, you can let me know at any time. For now, you're just pinned against a wall, casting spells at one another.
Scrooge, I turn to and I say, are you responsible or in any part, or did you play any part in the death of Jack?
Bah, humbug, girl. I already told you everything. I was in there, I heard Walter, Ohio, and Jack arguing, and then Jack
Yes
died.
or
Everything
no?
fell on me. No, I'm not involved.
Wonderful. And then I turn to look at Rudolph, who's like pinned up against the wall.
Who's got Darthaniel by the ass?
Hey, how's it going, sweetheart? What can I do for you? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Brother's a little busy at the moment.
Were you at any point involved in the death of Jack?
No, I have no business
19.
trying to kill Jack. Jack's about to be my new boss, as much as I don't care for the regime change.
I'm also inciting, but not nearly as well as him.
Sure.
18 passive.
He really doesn't seem to be stoked at Santa Claus retirement when he says that he doesn't like the regime change, but he did not lie about being part of the murder, as far as you can tell.
Why are you upset about the change, Rudolph?
Are you
Upset
really
that Santa
interrogating me?
Upset Santa won't vouch for you and let you at the front anymore? Not gonna be the favorite anymore, huh, Rudolph?
Stop it.
Huh?
Stop it. That's nothing to do with this. I'm finally playing reindeer games, alright? No, you stop that.
How goes the seating at your next concert, sir?
You'll have to... I could add a second date if you guys really want to come. First one's sold out.
I know which of my own friends passed and failed, right?
Yes.
They roll, they gotta tell you. Yeah,
I
you would know.
failed.
Yeah.
I fucking
failed.
failed like a bitch.
I passed.
I look at the concierge and I go, did you have anything to do with the death of Jack?
Of course, madam. You could say that my gross negligence is entirely the cause.
Did you take any more active roles in his death?
I do not believe so, madam. I have been attending to his guests, as is custom.
I look at Walter, Ohio.
Walter, Ohio's openly weeping.
Do you remember anything?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember how it went down. I don't know what happened. I don't even remember fighting.
Why would you want to kill him?
I would never want to kill Jack.
Were you sleeping with Jack?
Darthaniel's ears perk up and has to know the answer to this
The
question.
entire train goes still, and everybody turns their head to look at Walter.
The concierge presents him a handkerchief.
Answers the question.
Look, only once at camp, a long time ago. We were young, we were experimenting, it's none of your business. How dare
Knew
you
it.
cast a spell on me right now?
I knew it. I told you guys.
I knew it.
There's nothing wrong with bromance.
Well, who does that leave?
Nog!
God damn it, dog!
The Nog Nilbog is standing in the other. He's got a big old tray, and he's just standing in the doorway. Nog?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely take a nog.
Passes Nog around.
Absolutely. I
Nog!
look at Nog, and I go, 1 nog for yes, 2 nogs for no, okay?
Nog.
Now, do you know or have any idea which of these people could have killed Jack?
Did he roll?
Okay, sure, let me roll his save. He passes.
Fuck.
Nog.
17 insight.
Yeah, 17 insight.
He might have an idea, was the question.
Yes.
He may know, madam.
Yes. Do you believe that myself or one of the people that came onto the train with me could be that person?
Nog, Nog.
23.
So far, he seems on the up and up. Nobody's sensing any deception from the Nog Goblin, the Nog Nilbog.
Oh no, sorry. I'm translating.
Ah, I see.
Sorry, I was unclear. I'm attempting to translate for the Nognobog.
I see.
My mistake.
Do you believe Scrooge McDuck to be... Not McDuck. I love Scrooge McDuck.
I love that you immediately made him Scrooge McDuck in your head. It's very good.
Scrooge. Just
Irrevocably
Scrooge.
made him Scrooge McDuck.
This whole time, in her head,
It's been
Scrooge
Scrooge
McDuck.
just been a duck.
100%.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay
He's
with
been
it.
an Arakaka
It's
the
fine.
whole time.
I'm not mad. It's fantastic.
I should have made it. Damn
made it better.
I should have made him an Arakakra. Fuck.
Yeah.
You could have made him an Eric Cochran and given him a Scottish accent.
An Owlin. That would have been a good Fey version of Scrooge. That would have worked good. All right, go ahead. Next question, please.
Do you believe Scrooge to be someone capable of this murder with enough motive?
Knock, knock.
27.
Damn.
Are these rolls, or are you just saying numbers?
Yes, these are insight rolls. These are my insight rolls.
Wow,
I'm trying to
okay.
translate for the Knock Nilbog.
Yeah, so the insight, you suspect that not only, my mistake, I would have started this sooner. You translate that not only is Scrooge unlikely to commit murder, but he truly loves Solstmas in such a way that anything that might disrupt Solstmas, as it's been disrupted so many times in the last few years, would be against his behavior. There's too much money in it.
Madam, Sir Nilbog here indicates through his mannerisms that the Scrooge, sir, would be entirely unlikely, perhaps to the point of inculpability, you could say, of committing this crime, as it would work against his sole and entire derivative.
He is dismissed.
And yet, Rudolph here.
I'll be in
The
the lounge.
concierge,
Bah,
the
humbug.
concierge,
Rudolph's job may be in danger since his boss is changing over.
Nog, my good friend,
Nog.
do you believe Rudolph capable of this murder?
18.
Nog, nog. You suspect that he thought that Rudolph could be capable of a murder, but do not think he would perform it today.
Sir Nilbog does not believe it would have been prudent for Mr. Rundir's mannerism.
Nog, only 2 more questions, love.
Nog!
Do you believe the Pumpkin King has a good enough motive and desire and opportunity to have killed our lovely friend?
Nog, nog. Nog, nog.
It's 4 knocks.
Nat 28.
Yes, he has the capability, yes, he has the motive, but no, he did not have the opportunity.
Again, Sir Nilbog believes that it is a likely scenario, but does not believe that the circumstances led to this as an opportunity that Mr. Pumpkin would have been able to endeavor.
And the children?
Nog, nog, nog. Yes, definitely capable. Definitely could have. Didn't have the opportunity. It's...
Last question. Could Tom be the murderer?
Nog! Nog! Nog!
Oh, did he?
Nog!
Did
And
he not
runs
know?
and he, yeah. He runs the old
He wasn't
Tom.
in the room. Oh,
He
fuck.
runs and he grabs Tom. He drops his plate of Nog.
Not
He starts.
the Nog.
He looks at the at the butler, the concierge, and goes, "Nog, ooh."
And, the concierge looks at the Nog Nilbog, puts his hand gently upon his back, helps him clean the spilled Nog, and says, Nog.
Nog. He looks at Rudolph and Darthanial. Nog.
That didn't answer my question.
I shift my eyes at Rudolph a couple times while he's looking at me.
The Nog Nilbog looks over at you and he goes, Nog, and then he looks at the butler, and the butler knows that he said,
An inquiry for an inquiry. An answer to the death of your man for the answer to the death of his.
Ah, simple. Darthanial did.
It was
yeah.
Darthanial.
It was
Nog, 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 and he runs and he just starts punching and kicking the living shit out of Darthanial with Rudolph. It's just absolute brutality. Just absolutely pummeling up on Darthanial Fluteblower. It is not particularly strong, but it is incredibly vicious for its size.
So, the Nog Nilbog says that Tom would not have.
And I look last but not least at the one I caught already trying to break in to Jack's quarters earlier.
Yeah,
Did he pass or did he fail?
he failed.
Did you have anything to do with the death of Jack?
No, I didn't have anything. I was too busy trying to kill myself, but I chickened out at the last minute.
How did you try to kill yourself?
I tried to jump off the back of the train into Shadow Realm, but what you told me made me teleport back.
That was the 2 poofs.
That's 2 poofs.
I knew it was going to be him.
That
I
was
knew
one
it
of
was
the
going to be him.
poofs.
That's the third. Rudolph said that he teleported once. Pumpkin King a second time. So, I didn't do it. I was with you. I couldn't have made it to the other end of the train.
So,
Yeah.
take out that fancy wand of yours and see where the enemies are. If there are any outside of this car.
Yeah.
We
And
should
I
all be in here.
reach into my Satyr sack and I put everybody on one side of me.
I don't know what your little wand's telling you. He's got Darthanial in a headlock, but it's like, I don't know what your wand's telling you, but trust me, I don't think that you're not guilty yet.
Yeah, sure. And I put everybody on one side of me and I activate it. Is there anybody hostile?
No one is hostile to Soldom. The only one that comes close is a little bit from Rudolph, but Rudolph just told you why.
Sure.
I mean, there is still one more person who was in the room. Darthanial mentioned it earlier, and I know it would be strange, but what if he killed himself?
Yeah, I think this is quite possible. Quite likely, even. His powers to convince others to do things. Strong, but proving this is difficult. Yeah.
So are we all off the hook, then?
What are the odds that Walter Ohio was still under said compulsion? Maybe that is what is keeping his memories at bay. If this poor brute will unhand me, I could possibly cast Dispel Magic on it.
Yeah, put him down.
Unhand me, poor.
Look, we don't know who killed Jack, but we do know who killed Tom.
Yeah.
Darthaniel's under arrest.
Yeah, you can put him back under arrest after. Let him try.
Was Tom alive to begin with?
The fair question.
Yeah, I'm sitting on health potions, but both times it was straight to dead, so like...
I know I've got healing word, but everybody
Yeah,
dies
right.
immediately, so...
Yeah, me too.
He's dead. Oh, shit.
Rudolph
all
says,
right.
if you're going to solve this so we can get out of here, then fine.
I cast Dispel Magic on Walter Ohio.
Roll me an Arcana check, real quick, because I'm
Everyone?
not certain this... No, just him.
You want Arcana?
Yeah,
Is a 16 flat.
yeah. All right, so you target him, and you notice that there were a couple of effects on him most recently, and you kind of sense one in particular centered around his mind, and you cast the spell, and you see dawning on him as he realizes. Jack said that that he needed me to kill him, and I told him I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, of course.
And then I don't remember what happened next. He said he was sorry.
Yeah, then he made you do it.
He said that he needed everyone on the train to bring him back, but I told him that it was too dangerous.
What do you mean, bring him back?
I pull out a wand of resurrection.
Well, he said that everyone on this train had no hope anymore, and that they needed to relearn what it meant, because that's the whole point of Solstmas.
I learned that Nog was tasty, and not to discredit art, or an artist.
Yes! Yeah! Maybe can we keep that going? You guys get anything out of today?
No.
Yeah! Not really. I kind of learned that people are as irritating as they always are. Some are classist, and he fucking pins you. The Nog Nilbog kicks and bites you. Nog! And he's just
I
beating
will
the shit out of
fucking
you.
unscrew that nose, you idiot.
I learned. I look at the Pumpkin King, and I go, "What did you learn today?"
I learned that it would probably be more effective to kidnap the King of Solstmas and take his job than to try to steal his stuff. Maybe preferably when other people weren't around.
Especially ones that can see through magic dark.
Yes, definitely need to make sure that the Autumn Fae in the room aren't against me.
Not against you,
We'll talk.
but I could be.
If I told you had a beautiful body, would you hold that against me? All right.
Then,
Darthaniel's eyes flutter.
Soul pulls out what looks like a sort of beaten shield, and then he just goes and hits this war gong and goes, "Yeah, let's start over."
Where'd you get a beaten shield? You have a shield?
It's what a war gong looks like.
How do you get a
beaten
war
shield.
gong? You have a war gong?
I've had a war gong this whole
The
time.
entire
should not
time.
be
He
surprised.
mentioned it
Jeff-
earlier.
Did
He did mention it
Jeff
earlier.
has a wild inventory every time. I don't know why I'm surprised.
I
Well,
pulled out the wand of resurrection.
yeah, Lady Ramius, I don't know that everyone's learned their lesson. Maybe he's got a long way to go before he gets what he wants, but can you please bring my friend back?
Of course. And I bring him back, and I go to bring Tom back, but I look at Nog.
Nog! And Butler, what he said is, please, my darling lady, my most beautiful of angels, please bring my friend back to life.
Madam, Mr. Nilbog here would like to implore from the deepest depths of his very soul, the bottom of the chasm that is the cask from which he fills your cup, that you would please return to him, his dearest, kindest, and most beloved friend.
Of course, Mr. Nognobong. You are always my favorite. And I bring him back.
Tom Hanks comes back to life. and immediately starts beating up on Darthanial with everyone else.
I hate all of you.
I go, all right, enough is enough. It's time.
Everybody stops again. Nognobog kicks Darthanial one more time.
I go, enough.
Nog.
Let us change the mood. And I look at Darthaniel and I say, how about you play something nice for once, huh?
Literally
Yeah.
can't.
Sure you can. You just haven't tried.
Shall I oblige, sir?
Go ahead. Take the lead. You follow, yeah?
Fine.
And the concierge pulls out his dulcimer and begins playing an altercating rhythm that goes back and forth between quick and spry and slow and somber in different stanzas.
Yeah. He starts playing, and then Soul starts tapping. Tap, 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 and then goes, come on. He wants us to be happy. Let's us at least try, huh?
I try to dance with the Pumpkin King.
Rudolph, the Nognobog, and Tom all look at each other, and they all kind of shake their head, and they let go of Darthaniel collectively, and just sort of side-eye him and move away. Fine.
Soul bows and goes, no, join in, yeah?
I resurrect Jack as the music starts going.
Fantastic.
And I go back to dancing with the Pumpkin King, for I will become the Pumpkin Queen.
Sally's gonna be pissed.
Yep. So, as you guys start to dance, Jack starts to move and twitch. And you see the knife and the knife wound, the knife which was put back, pops back out of his chest, and it seals, and he kind of raises back up, and he's like, well, that took you long enough.
Soul looks at him and goes, yes, we all learned nothing, but...
It's because you willfully choose to learn nothing.
Wow.
Of course.
I learned something.
What did you learn?
I already said what I learned.
Tom Hanks kind of snaps out of it and goes, oh god, it's a good thing you guys resurrected me. I'm the only one who could stop the train. Excuse me! And he runs to the engine car. You guys pull in.
I'm making out with the Pumpkin King.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys pull into the North Pole from the Polar Express, and the train stops. And everybody's getting off and saying their goodbyes. Jack and Walter are being very close, almost nuzzling one another. It seems their relationship and the truth about it has come out, and they don't feel like hiding it anymore. Scrooge shakes everyone's hand, and he says, I don't like the way George accosted me, but it does seem that my investments have been not fair or not well thought out. They are causing more damage than I thought, so I will have to look further into it. Thank you all for helping me find that out.
Solemn nod from Soul and the 5 other satyrs.
But of
Sure
course,
So many fucking satyrs.
So many fucking satyrs, all dancing.
Sure thing.
The Pumpkin King and Spooky Gord come walking hand in hand. Darthaniel, you are traveling just behind them.
Am sulking, but this is par for the course.
I came here trying to steal someone's holiday, and instead I found a lovely date. A lovely lady. I hope things go well between us. It was nice meeting you all.
Just before they leave, I jump up on one of the other satyrs' shoulders and I pull out my sprig of mistletoe and hold it over them. Everyone can be into season sometimes.
We're already making out earlier.
Yeah, I know. It's just fun. I have a sprig of mistletoe. It's literally
He just
my
wanted to be
druidic
involved.
I'm
focus.
just doing it again in front of Darthaniel.
Yes.
You're a real creep there, Soul.
Yeah.
Is that mistletoe?
Fuck, I forgot about mistletoe.
Walter Ohio runs up and decks you in the mouth.
Love it.
does a 27 hit?
Yes, it does.
Sneak attack, baby!
Everybody punches each other and kisses each other under the mistletoe. Tom Hanks waves everybody off. The Nog Nilbog gives everyone a congratulatory and parting bottle of Nog. And
I cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on Rudolph.
what are you doing? He rolled an 18 naturally. What's your save?
Fucking A.
I was going to say, he totally passed. He rolled an 18 natural, he passed.
Really? I was gonna move past this, seeing as Tom was okay, but it looks like I'm gonna have to teach you spring bastards a lesson.
Go, you sad son of a bitch.
I came here just trying to do my job, and what I get for Solstmas is an arch nemesis. Come on!
What a wonderful Solstmas gift.
Yeah.
The concierge bids farewell to the Nognobog, and as a parting gift, leaves him with one of his items that he pulls from his over-the-shoulder haversack. He leaves him with Hayward's handy spice pouch. So the Nognobog may at any time spice its nog in any way it feels.
Nog.
Nog.
He nods,
Sir.
just solemnly, nog.
Agreed, sir.
He was definitely the best character.
Yes, 10 out of 10.
An
Definitely
absolute treat.
helped you solve the mystery. He was clutch. He was very important. So as you guys are leaving the train, everybody leaves, and it's just you, Jack, and Walter. And the Pumpkin King kind of touches your hand and leaves you for a moment so you can consult with your friends. So everyone stays here. And Jack says, "Look, we've come a long way, and obviously the Solstmas spirit is... not everyone feels it anymore. Maybe that's why it's been having so much trouble nowadays. Everyone's confused about what it means. Just was hoping that we could jog some memories, and I guess we've got a long way to go. Can I get you guys a present before you leave? I have this power. I'm about to go become the spirit, but I can get you a present before I leave, and we don't talk. I won't see you till next year."
Soul starts laughing a little, and he goes, "You thought that you could remind people of spirits with death?"
We are winter, sir. It is our way, sir.
Most of the holidays are focused around death. The whole point is the sadness
No.
and the hope of it ending.
He is not winter any longer, right? He is Solstmas.
Yes.
One thing I've learned, Solstmas shouldn't be about loss. Huh?
You're right.
Yeah.
I think that we need to grow further from winter. Winter's whole thing was the death and trying to have hope to get through it, but I think we've grown beyond that. You're right.
I'll take my gift now.
No, yes, absolutely. Reach on in and take anything you want. Literally any fucking item from the DMG. Just fucking anything for your character right now. Fucking anything you goddamn want.
I also still have my 2 wands that I pulled out.
Yeah, you have them.
These are mine now.
You reach in and you pull out a wrapped package.
The concierge reaches in, and he grabs something, and he begins to pull it out. And at first, it is something small and orange at the tip, and that grows in size and size and size. And you see that it's a tail attached to a body, and thorns begin to sprout from the body of the back of the beast with its large, flat, hammer-shaped head. And the concierge has pulled out the Tarrasque.
Yeah,
And,
but as I stated, wrapped. It's wrapped in Solstice paper.
Oh shit! My bad.
Yeah, it has to be wrapped.
I pull out a book. It is very specifically a yearbook, and it is Walter, Ohio's high school yearbook. And it does, in fact, show him to be a weird, nerdy
Walter
little
turns
bitch.
pale as a sheet, as pale as a ghost. No, you wouldn't. You would not open that book.
Oh, I would.
Darthanial, please, we're good friends.
I open it, and I show, behold!
Inside, you see Walter, Ohio, looking exactly like Walter, Ohio, maybe a little thinner. And he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He's like, I had the poorest taste in clothes. But otherwise, he is still incredibly good looking. Studley, Walter, Ohio. If anything, younger and more youthful.
God damn.
Yes, I'm really embarrassed by my wardrobe back then. It was very rude of you, Darthaniel. So he holds the bag over to Saul. All right, have you been naughty or nice?
Likely naughty, yeah. Soul reaches in. And you know what Soul wants to pull out? More than anything in the world?
Satyr dick.
The mantle of summer.
That's the end of our episode.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, tavern goers. Thanks again for listening to Torchlit Tavern. You can follow us and interact with us on Twitter at Torchlit Tavern, or email us with any of your most pressing questions at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can also find our entertainers on the streets of twitch.tv/Torchlit Tavern, yelling obscenities at passersby. If you enjoyed our tale, you can tip your storytellers as you leave the tavern, which you can do via patreon.com/Torchlit Tavern. Every little bit helps, and those who tip well and often can find themselves privy to an extra story or two, jokes, or maybe even a bit of hidden lore. Our story continues to grow all the time, and though we have no designs on a vast empire, your help is always appreciated.
Our theme music for this campaign was designed by the bard, Brett Eagleston. Get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find links for all his projects by following Bread Eagles on Twitter. This episode was edited and produced by Jameson Oxford and Ryan Santos. Other music and sound effects are provided by Epidemic Sound with help from freesound.org.
And if you should find yourself surrounded by eager ears and attentive listeners, remember to tell good stories.